Around 3:30 a.m. on December 15th, 2018, first responders were called to a house at 233 Jackson Street in Lawrence, Massachusetts. Upon arrival, they found 11-year-old Precious Wallaces unresponsive, and she was rushed to Lawrence General Hospital. Soon after arrival, she was flown by helicopter to Tufts Medical Center in Boston. She was placed on life support, but unfortunately, 3 days later, Precious passed away. She was a 6th grader at Constantino Middle School in Haverhill, and family members said that Precious had fought her battle until the end. A GoFundMe was set up to raise money for a proper burial, and the description stated that the 11-year-old was loved by many and just starting to live life. Initially, there was mystery surrounding her death as authorities continued their investigation into the cause. The Essex County District Attorney's Office later announced that all possible causes were being considered, including possible exposure to a toxic substance.
Neighbor Sherman Martinez heard panicked screams in the middle of the night.
That's not a good thing, you know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to see things like that, you know what I'm saying? Especially, you know, a little girl.
I'm shocked. That's all I can say.
Ann Lindbergh lives across from the girl's Haverhill family and often drove Precious to school.
They're a good family. That's all I can say. It's like, I don't know what could have happened. I can't imagine being her mother right now.
Back in Lawrence, neighbor Jennifer Follis says she has often seen the girl visiting here, a building she describes as a rooming house.
I would probably be the troublesome house in the area.
Precious Wallaces was a 6th grader at the Constantino School in Haverhill, where the superintendent told families she was a well-loved girl who passed away following an accident over the weekend. The mayor of Haverhill says they are doing everything they can to support the school community.
Children were crying. We had grief counselors brought in, and a very, very tragic day for the family, for the kids, and for the whole city.
An autopsy later concluded that both fentanyl and amitriptyline, an antidepressant, were detected in her system at the time of her death. Furthermore, investigators revealed that Miguel Rivera's DNA was consistent with evidence gathered from the girl's body during the autopsy. Wallaces and her younger brother were staying overnight at his Lawrence apartment. Rivera told detectives that the three were sleeping in the same bed at around 3:30 a.m. when the girl started having a hard time breathing. The report further indicated that the man claimed to have wiped mucus away from her nose and mouth, splashed water on her face, and did chest compressions prior to calling 911. During his interview with police, he stated that he never left his apartment. However, surveillance video from the home security cameras showed Rivera going to the hallway bathroom several times. What could be the reason? The man stated that he was going to the bathroom to throw his prescription pills away. When asked what prescription he was throwing away, he responded that it was the one he was given to sleep and that he thought the girl had taken the pills. Detectives said approximately 13 minutes passed between Rivera disposing of the sleeping pills and when he dialed 911 at 3:26 a.m. Investigators obtained and executed 2 search warrants in the case, one for Rivera's single-room apartment and another for a Walgreens on Jackson Street. The documents showed that detectives did not seize anything during the search of the man's apartment. They discovered that Rivera filled a prescription for 30 50-milligram tablets of amitriptyline at Walgreens in October, and those pills can be dispensed as a small red pill. The police report showed that Rivera admitted he didn't tell the girl's mother or the doctors at the hospital about the pills because he was afraid. He also stated that he did not give the 11-year-old any sleeping pills. Police notes, also showed that Lawrence police were going to drive the child's mother, Cynthia Rivera, directly to a Boston hospital that morning after Precious was transferred from Lawrence General Hospital to Tufts Medical Center for treatment. It read, Miss Rivera was distraught, rightfully so, but informed personnel on the scene that she needed to go to the clinic first. She stated that she needed to go to the methadone clinic before she could do anything. We advised her once again that we could transport her to Boston if she would like to be with her daughter, but she was adamant that she needed to go to the clinic. Ms. Rivera then informed us she would be obtaining a ride to Boston from a family member once she was done at the clinic. Following the horrific incident, Wallace's brother was in Department of Children and Family Services and was living with an aunt. When interviewed by police and also during a forensic interview, the child said that Miguel gave each child a small red pill to swallow at bedtime that came from a prescription bottle kept in a drawer. Court records further indicated that the child said they were given a similar pill each time they stayed with the man. After the interview, when a DCF social worker was giving the boy a ride, he said that his uncle would pay them between $30 and $50 to take the pills, and him and his sister would share the money. The boy also stated that he had told his mother about this. Though no charges were filed against the children's mother, Cynthia Rivera, the DCF worker alleged neglect of both children by their mother and great uncle. The man was arrested in January 2019 on charges of permitting serious bodily injury to a child and misleading investigators. His lawyer entered a plea of not guilty on his behalf.
Quiet, please.
His family called out to him and huddled crying as a judge ordered the 58-year-old held without bail.
Sorry, no comment.
Then they rushed out of court and did not make a comment.
But 8 days later, he once again appeared in court to face charges of permitting harm to a child and raping a child by force. The judge ordered Rivera held without bail for at least the next 4 months as he awaited trial. Following the new charges, Rivera was attacked by 4 other inmates at a Middleton House of Corrections on January 29, 2019 at approximately 8:30 p.m. according to the Essex County Sheriff's Department. He sustained bumps, bruises, and a small cut, but was subsequently treated and released from the infirmary. 2 months later, in late March 2019, an Essex County grand jury indicted Rivera on 5 charges, including murder, rape of a child by force, aggravated rape of a child, indecent assault, and battery on a child under age 14, and distribution of a Class E substance to a minor. On August 11, 2022, Lawrence Superior Judge Janice Howe accepted the guilty plea of the now 62-year-old Miguel Rivera to charges of manslaughter instead of murder, aggravated rape of a child by force, and distribution of Class E drugs. The remaining charges were not prosecuted as part of a plea agreement. The District Attorney's Office released a statement saying that had the case gone to trial, Assistant District Attorney Kate McDougall would have introduced evidence proving Rivera raped the girl and supplied her with drugs that caused her death. Rivera was sentenced to 25 to 27 years in prison, followed by 5 years of probation if he is ever released. He would also be required to undergo sex offender treatment, register as a sex offender, and have no contact with persons under age 16. Rivera's trial was expected to start the following week. However, his defense attorney, John Morris, claimed that the now convicted man had said that he wanted to accept responsibility and resolve the case. This was a senseless killing of a child that robbed the victim's family and friends of the opportunity to watch her grow up, said Essex County District Attorney Jonathan Blodgett. Nothing we can do will ever bring their loved one back, but we hope today's plea gives them some closure. During a victim impact statement, Precious's mother, Cynthia Rivera, stated that she trusted Miguel wholeheartedly with her children and never thought something like that would have taken place. May the family and friends of Precious Wallaces find solace in the happy memories, and may her soul rest in perpetual peace. Thank you.